Alright, hey guys, my name is Shadow, and we are back with more 2.2 The Guardians beta for Elite Dangerous, and this time we're here at a base called The Beach, taking a look at another one of the new engineers, and this time it is the Sarge. So the Sarge upgrades not only utilities, but he can also upgrade cannons. And we've never been here before, so we're going to go into the engineer's workshop and see what we need to do. And obviously in the beta, we only need to give him one fish to get access to him, but in the full release of this, you will need to give Sarge 50 units of aberrant shield pattern analysis data packet thingies. So, since we're here in the beta, we only need to give him one fish, so let's go ahead and donate one fish to him. And then, these are the things that he can upgrade here. Oh, look, he can also upgrade railguns. And you know what? I happened to put some on the ship because he sold them here. So, let's hit Browse All and see what things he can actually do. Okay, so he can do limpets and railguns and cannons and limpets. Okay, cool. So we pretty much have all of the things that he can upgrade on the ship. So I've got both cannons and railguns on the ship. So let's start with cannons and see what he can do with cannons. And we'll go ahead and upgrade pretty much all the stuff that we can upgrade. Okay, so we've got efficient weapon grades 1 through 5. We've got high capacity magazine 1 through 5. Lightweight mount, long range weapon, overcharged weapon, which is good. Rapid fire modification. Okay, that's a new one, I think. I don't remember there being a rapid fire modification before. In fact, somebody asked me about this in the comments, and I remember saying that I didn't think there was going to be a rapid fire mod because rate of fire, right here, was already a variable in the mods that you could do, like for overcharged weapon, for example. See, rate of fire is one of the variables right here. So rapid fire, what does that do? That just increases your rate of fire a bit and your DPS, I guess. Okay, so we can actually maybe do that or something. I don't know, but we've got short range blaster, we've got sturdy mount, and that's it for our cannon upgrades. Let's see what railgun upgrades that we have in here. I'm really hoping that when we click on this, we're going to see plasma slug railgun as an option for a mod rather than an experimental effect. Wouldn't that be cool? I would love to have some plasma slug railguns on stuff. There would be a whole new Cobra build coming up if we had some plasma slug railguns. Anyways, let's take a look. So we've got, okay, short range blaster 1 through 3, sturdy mount. Oh, we're at the bottom down here. Okay, so long range weapon, lightweight, high capacity magazine. Ah, no. Okay, my dreams have been dashed. We don't have plasma slug railgun, but that's okay. We do have, you know, some cool stuff. We've got long range weapon, and we've got short range blasters, so this will actually increase the damage that your railguns can do. So that's fairly cool. So, okay, let's start with cannon modifications, and we'll do that. So we've already done limpet modifications, so we already know what that stuff pretty much looks like. So let's see what things we're going to do to the cannons. So efficient weapon can reduce the thermal load and increase the damage just slightly. However, it can really nerf the DPS and fire rate. And what does grade 5 look like? Okay, it doesn't nerf your stats that much. In fact, it increases them when we get to grade 5. And since that only takes fish here in the beta, that's probably something we can do. High capacity magazine does just what it looks like, and it doesn't really mess with the damage. And lightweight mount, of course, just, you know, reduces the mass. Okay, that actually reduces the damage, not significantly, but it does a little bit. And then long range weapon. Okay, that will reduce the damage. There is no damage increase with this, but that is a nice boost in range. 20% range at grade 1, and then if we do grade 5, 100% range increase is what we could possibly get out of that, and that's a pretty good margin. 50 to 100% an increase in range. Okay, so overcharged weapon is pretty much what we've been doing on pretty much every ship, so you guys know about overcharged weapon. We're not going to put too much time into that, but let's see rapid fire. Okay, so rapid fire at grade 1, we can get a 25% increase in rate of fire. That's not too bad. Let's see what we get at grade 5. A 66% increase in rate of fire and up to a 66% increase in DPS. And that can also have an armor-piercing effect. That's kind of cool. Okay, I'm not hating that. That's pretty nice. Okay, so what mod are we going to do for these cannons? Well, since this is the Asp Explorer that we're using here, we want it to be as lightweight as possible. So we're going to go ahead and do the lightweight mount upgrades, and we'll probably do the lightweight mount upgrades all the way up to grade 5, because I want as much jump range out of this thing as possible, and, you know, stuff weighs stuff. So, cool. Let's go ahead and preview the outcome and hit generate and all that kind of stuff and see what happens. So we got a little, not a small margin, but we've got a pretty decent margin. And we've got a 14% reduction in mass there, and pretty much everything else is right in the middle, so that's not too bad. Okay, so our power draw even decreased a little bit, so that's pretty cool. Oh, and we get some experimental effects if we hit something, which we did not, so, okay. But we have a chance of experimental effects anyway. Okay, so that's cool. We got a 14% reduction in mass, so that's neat. Let's go ahead and apply that. Okay, so now we are at grade 2 access. So let's go to the other cannon, and we'll do lightweight mount grade 2 for that. And we'll go ahead and generate, and it looks like we have the same margin on the mass. And then, okay, and then, yeah, this stuff here. So, okay, now we've got a shittier roll, but we got a 25% reduction in mass because this is the grade 2. So, that's pretty good. I like that. So even our lowest roll here will be better than our well, pretty good roll on grade 1. So that's not bad. And we just missed the experimental effect. Okay, well, not terrible. Okay, let's go ahead and apply it, and now we should be at grade 3. So then we can go do some grade 3 railgun stuff. Okay, awesome. Let's go in here. And I think we'll also do lightweight mount. Well, you know what? Actually, let's do a high capacity magazine upgrade on one of these, because railguns are something that have quite limited ammo, and we can get an 81% increase in the magazine size here. So let's go ahead and do that. Now remember, railguns normally hold 30 rounds, so let's see what we come out with when we do this. So let's go ahead and generate, and then we'll take a look and see what our actual ammo capacity is after this upgrade happens. So, all right, we got a 61% increase in maximum ammo and no increase in clip size, it looks like. That's kind of crap. Maybe we'll re-roll this. Okay, we actually got a 1% increase in damage and DPS. That's not too bad. Did we just get... Oh, no, I thought we got an experimental effect. We did not. All right, let's go ahead and try again. And yeah, let's just get something better. That was a marginal result, I think. Now, it doesn't look like the ammo clip size is actually moving, like the slider is not moving. I feel like it's supposed to be, so maybe that's a bug. I don't know. If that's not a bug, let me know in the comments, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, we got a 74% increase in our maximum ammo there, and pretty much everything else went right in the toilet. We got a 70% increase in mass. That's not amazing, but we'll go ahead and apply this, and then let's take a look and see what the clip size is for that. Okay, so we're here in the restock screen. So the top one is what we just upgraded. So that's increased from 30 or 31 to 53 rounds. Wow, okay, that's not bad. That's actually really nice. That could actually make the railgun kind of a more viable bounty hunting weapon even. Wow, I'm fairly impressed with that. Okay, cool. Let's do the other one. Let's go back into the engineer's workshop, and we'll go to the other railgun, and we're now at grade 4 access, by the way. And let's see. What else do we have here? We've only got stuff up to grade 3 for the railguns, so we could do lightweight mount or long-range weapon. Let's see what happens if we do this. We can get a 55% mass reduction, or let's see, short-range blaster grade 3 can give us a 25% damage increase and a 23% DPS increase. Let's see, what else does it do? It reduces the maximum range quite significantly, though. So let's go ahead and do high capacity magazine for this one too. So let's just do this. Let's hit generate and hope we get something comparable or better. Or we can always just do it again, because this only costs 1 fish to do it, basically. Okay, we got 70%, and this still didn't move. So I'm thinking that's probably a bug with the ammo clip size. So we got distributor draw, 2%. Okay, and let's see. I'm curious what experimental effects there are going to be. So plasma slug railgun is probably one. And let's see. Oh, you know what? We can just click adjust and see. So yeah, plasma slug. Okay, we can purchase plasma slug for 2 reputation points, or for 2 grade points, basically. So let's, and if you guys don't know what plasma slug does, this is what it does right here. Experimental upgrade allowing plasma slug ammo to be generated directly from ship fuel at the cost of reduced damage. So basically what this does is it takes away the limitation of the plasma, or of the railgun, where it has a very small clip size, and it makes it not exactly an infinite amount of ammo, but it makes it use your fuel rather than its clips. So it can be beneficial if you put a big fuel tank on your ship, then you can just fire your plasma gun all day. But again, it says reduce damage. So there is that. I think we're probably not going to do any of these right now. We'll just go ahead and apply this and see what we get. So let's see what that increased our ammo capacity to. So we've got 52 on this one, and we've got 53 on this one. That's not terrible. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty happy with that. That's really nice. Wow, okay. 53 rounds and 52 rounds, and that's awesome. Now we are almost at grade 5 access, and the other things that he can upgrade are cannons and collection limpets. Now we didn't actually look at what he can do with the limpets, but I'm going to guess it's probably the same stuff that he does, or that the rest of the engineers do with these kind of things. So let's actually take a look and see. Yeah, okay, lightweight, reinforced, shielded. So why don't we go ahead and do a grade 4 lightweight upgrade on this, and then yeah, we'll just do that, and then we should have grade 5 access. Oh, and then we can go put grade 5 upgrades on our cannons. How about that? So we just got a 46% reduction in mass there. That was okay. That could have been a better roll. I think we'll probably go ahead and do that one again, unless it gets bumped up. Oh, got 1%. Okay, let's go ahead and try that one again, and then we'll, you know what, we'll just keep doing this until we get the maximum. How about that? So that was worse. We got 44% on that one. Did we get any secondaries to bump it up? No, but we got integrity not decreased quite so much, and mass increased. No, that was garbage. Let's go ahead and try that a third time. So we want that to come out as far as it can. Wow, seriously? I feel like it's taunting me right now.
You're trying to get the maximum, bro? No way. You're gonna have to roll 8 times. Whoa.
Yeah, no. That was actually as low as it could possibly go. Okay, so if this were a limbo contest, it would win. But yeah, let's keep going. Come on, give me the maximum. I guess I should have taken that first roll where we got 46%, because it's looking like it's not going to go much higher than that. Okay, so we got 45% on this one, and it's even reduced a little bit to 44%. You know what? I'm going to roll again. This only costs 1 fish, and I have plenty. So, okay, here we go. We're going to roll again. We're going to get a better outcome. 43%. It's a little bit lower each time. Wow. Oh, and we always get that mass reduction on the secondary, and that's 42%. All right, trying again. It's going to use every single fish I've got in here, but you know what? We're doing this. We're getting a decent outcome. 45%, and watch, now the secondary, it's going to reduce it by 1%, I bet. Watch. Integrity and mass be up. Yep, every time. 45%. Okay. You know what? We'll just take it. I'm tired of rolling this. Okay, we'll just take it. Okay. So, yep, there we go. Grade 5 access. Let's go into the cannons, and let's do some grade 5 lightweight mounts on these. All right, here is the grade 5 lightweight mount roll. So this is what can come out. If we actually get really good outcomes on these, it can increase the damage and DPS just a tiny little bit. So let's hope that happens. But what we really want is the mass to go down as far as possible. So, all right, that's what I'm talking about. 82% mass reduction, and everything else is kind of bad there. I mean, this is not as bad as it could possibly be, but it's not amazing. But, you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, so 84%, and then we can possibly get an experimental effect. Let's see what happens, and I don't think we've gotten anything there. Yeah, no, we missed it just barely. It loves to do that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and apply that because 84% is pretty good. And then we're going to do lightweight mount on the other cannon, and that will be it, I think. So here we go, same bunch of stuff, generate, and here we go. Let's get another 84% or higher. 77. Okay, that's fine, but whatever. Okay, 77% and pretty much the same margins on the other stuff. Wow, look at that. DPS actually went up 3%. Oh my gosh, and damage 3%. Cool. Okay, that was awesome. That was awesome. And we're probably not going to get any experimental effects, but that's okay. I'm not hung up on that. Whatever. Okay. But it was right there. Couldn't have just gone one more. Okay, whatever. Anyways, let's apply it. And that's pretty much it. So, cool. We have upgraded pretty much everything upgradable to the maximum with the Sarge. So that has been a look at the Sarge. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Like this video if you liked it. Like it if you disliked it. I will see you guys in the next one, so thank you guys for watching, and I just said I will see you guys in the next one, but I will see you guys in the next one, so I will see you guys in the next one. How many times am I going to say that? One more. I will see you guys in the next one.